DC Worsley. I absolutely think so. I mean, I've lived in Montclair now for over 20 years, and I've never put a child through the school system. So personally, I get a little offended that over 50% of my taxes go to the school system, and I don't get any direct benefit out of it. So what I'm wondering is if currently or in the past, anyone has gone in and audited the school budget, looking for places that they can cut.
That's very good, yes. Very good question. And we'll get the answer to that. It's very good.
My name is Nick Santi. I live also for 42 years in Montclair. And you know, my opinion is that the tax in Montclair, they're really too high, especially for the people who retire. I want to ask if they can be done like they do in Florida, what they do in Texas, that when you reach a 65, oh no, at 67 today, you're supposed to retire at 67. And when the person retires, they don't pay no school taxes, but we're supposed to pay the town tax, the municipality. I believe in that because there are too many old folks in Montclair that move just for this. They sell the house and they leave because the question is, me, I'm retired. Anytime my pension go up, I go up $20, $25. You know what? But you pick these people who work with the time. You know, the way I receive a letter, and you must have some letter too. There was last year, somebody by name Frank Alvarez. He took a $50,000 raise. All I want, how can you people do that? How can you do that, really? We cannot afford to do that. That's why the old fakers said, no matter.
That's a 2-minute warning.
If you travel in Montclair, I see so many houses for sale, you have no idea. Because the people, they want to get out of here, especially old folks. I believe that the town council, they don't do the right job. That's my opinion.
Well, listen, if we wanted to keep older people in town, and we do, since I'm a card-carrying member of AAL, so we're not talking about those older people, we're not. What do we do? Should we, is the idea to cut services, to have larger classrooms, and a educational system that is not as recognized across the state as a wonderful educational system? Because can you tell us what reputation about the education system, how does that affect our real estate prices? Do we have anyone in the audience who knows that relationship? Maybe you.
There's an assumption that, and I think it's a well-founded assumption, that quality schools contribute to sustained real estate values. You don't want your schools to go. No, people want to live in communities with good schools. That's a challenge in the urban districts. The schools aren't good. People don't want to live there.
So do we, in order to do that, in order to have good schools, we have to raise money. And how do we raise money from the state? Because the state is the vehicle by which we give money back to the town. And so if we're faced with a shortage, do you think we should reinstitute and raise the income tax on those people who make more money than others?
Senator, my name is Phil Craig. No, I don't think we should raise the income tax, but I do think we should raise the gasoline tax. Not touched in 18 years. Nickel a gallon really isn't going to cause people to move out of Pennsylvania. I look at my own tax bill, and this gentleman said it. Well, I did raise children in Montclair, and I did go to the public school system here. We moved to Montclair, very frankly, because we wanted to live in a community where all kinds of people, and they live well together. Right now, as a retired person, I'm seeing 55% of my tax bill going into the education portion. And what I receive in Social Security, I might as well take the checks from Social Security and simply go down to the town hall and hand them in. That's what I see.
Do we have, those are excellent comments. Do you think that is a valid position? And how about the people who have young children? Do you have a different position?
Yes. My name is Mustafa Batin, and I went to the school system here in Montclair since first grade. I would like to see if the lottery income for education could be doubled toward reducing tax expense. And I would also like to see more parent involvement. What I would like to see is that on the report card, starting in the 7th grade, that they put the formula for the calculation of GPA on the report card and explain to the parents why it's so important. I think if more parents know how important GPA calculation is, you will get more parents involved in education, more children involved in education. I know that myself, I didn't find out how important the GPA was until 11th, 12th grade, when it was too late. And I have made statements before, start calculating GPA in 7th and 8th grade for everybody, so that everybody can be in competition, so that everybody can know the game, because it's the game that is keeping those that are not in it, they're out of it, and it's costing more for the whole state because everybody's not participating. So if we could get the lottery to double what they give to education, and let the people of the whole state know the GPA game, it would change a lot.
Now, doubling the lottery, now that's an interesting, and I see Tom Giffen over there, and he blinked his eyes, so I want to know, Tom, what's your position? Do you think that is a good idea or not?
Well, that's a long one to talk. First of all, as far as funding education in the state, I think we all know that the system of property taxes is outmoded. With all due respect to the gentleman here, I think we have to look at income tax to fund education, especially as far as the seniors are concerned who are on a fixed income or see their income drop in retirement years. My sense would be this would be advantageous. So all we need is the intestinal fortitude to kind of deal with this, and I personally feel it has to be done sooner than later. This issue of the lottery, no different than the money that's in the casinos. I don't think people get a sense of really what's going on. In this week's Ledger, there was a remark about casino revenue down 10%. All of these surrounding states that are implementing casinos or racinos or other forms of gambling, we're going to start paying for that. Pennsylvania, Delaware, New York. So this chunk that we've been getting for years, do I think it's going to be increased? Not necessarily, but it's not going to increase to the same dimensions that in the past. So even with the lottery issue, this is an area that the Senator's aware. The governor has this on the front burner. Should in fact, should the state sell this to a private resource and get the upfront money, to deal a lot of the complex issues that we're facing.